There we
Hey,
go.
good evening, everybody, and welcome to Catfish Weekly. And
What's
your top
up?
cat, Austin. Get them rods out, mister. What are you waiting on? Jeez.
Well, I've never been one to move fast.
Slow and steady wins the race. That's what I've always heard.
So
Good
tell
evening,
that to
everybody.
my tell that to my 9.9 Mercury.
There you go. But good evening, everybody. And along with Josh, we will be repping tonight for Catfish Weekly. Lyle will not be joining us tonight. So, hello, Joshua.
Hello, Chadwick.
Yeah, all right. I was making sure you're there.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
so we're gonna do what?
No, go ahead.
No, no problem. As I said, I'll run down real quick and start saying hello to everybody while Austin gets all of his rods out of here, and then we'll go over where we're at in this, and Josh can remind me of all said rules so I can make sure that Austin is following them tonight.
Following all the rules there.
Yeah, keep
All
me in
right,
line.
we got Crappie Day Darren, Mr. Sampy, Dan Brewer, Uptown Chrissy Brown, Catfishing Crappie, Team Snagging Whiskers Dustin says, let's go, Austin, bring in the monsters, or in some monsters. Mr. Wabash Nate, Danny Stone Outdoors, Fishin' with Jeff Beal. We got V Smith, Burrito Catfishing Lady. Uh, Josh, I'm still trying to get used to this format.
It takes just a little bit.
And I don't know what it is, but the font and everything just messing with my eyes or something. Goober time, Dan. What's going on, man? Catch fish with us. Randy, old gray hair Swain. Sean Abney. FOA Customs and Gear. Just stopping in to show some love and support.
What's up, Freddie?
Says, let's go, Austin. FOA, baby.
That's right.
David Smith, JG Hill Studio, Rowdy Royal. My eyes are just.
Nice to hear everybody's in here. Hope everybody had a good Monday as far as Mondays go.
Did. Ryan Bortz,
Hey, Ryan.
B&B Catfishing. JG Hill Studio says the rules are catch a fish.
That's the main rules. You actually catch two fish. So
We'll do our best.
Bugman in the house.
two fish bag on Top Cat here.
We'll do our best.
There's Cool Cats Fishing. He says he's listening and pulling for Austin. He's busy right now, can't chat, but hello, everybody.
How you doing, James?
Wow, Mr. Richard Warskow has made it in.
Hey, hey.
See you, Richard. It's been a while, man. Dave Funk. Keep scrolling. I'm to the bottom. There we go.
There we go.
All right. Now, Josh, remind
Yes.
us, this is our third installment of Top Cat. What are the rules?
Okay. Top Cat is a 2-hour time limit. And obviously, you have to follow all your local regulations as far as rod limits, baits, everything else like that. But you have 2 hours to catch the heaviest two fish bag that you can catch. And we're looking for blues, channels, or flatheads. And we're going to be talking. Austin's the third one to take part in this. We're going to be talking to him about where he's fishing, how he's approaching this, and different baits, techniques, and location. So
All right. Well, we're going to get into that right after we look at if I could get something to work here. There we go. So this is where
Oh.
we're at right now. Parker Pursuits is the overall leader. 2 fish, 91.3 pounds.
Parker had a good November.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I mean, I taught him a lot. He took what I've taught him and caught a couple good fish. So right now it'll take 2 46-pounders to take the lead.
Woo!
Jerry caught a 20.1 and a 71.19 on the last top cat that we had. How do you stop sharing now? I just hit H again.
Yeah, hit H again and turn it off. Should. Make sure you're in Restream.
There it is. There we go. I figured it out. So, looking for a few fish tonight, Austin. So tell us where you're fishing.
I am on the James River. In between Richmond, Virginia, and Hopewell, Virginia, which is a pretty big stretch, but those are the two main cities that I'm between. And tonight it's we've had some nasty weather lately, so we had a lot of rain recently. There's a lot of debris in the river. You probably can't tell. I don't think you could tell, but
Yeah, I
it's
can't
so
see I can't see the water.
it's so foggy right now. I can probably see 10 feet maybe.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow.
And other than bright lights or something, but so we are approaching this in a safe manner. We are
That's
not
smart.
on the ripping and roaring part of the river. We're in a loop that the current is a little bit slower and no barge traffic. So, but this is where the bait is, and so there should be some cats swimming through here. I'm anchored up, and I've just got I've got 2 Sandy Cooper rigs, and 4 Carolina rigs out, and relatively small pieces of fresh gizzard shad, and I mean fresh. I pulled in the gill net probably 10, 15 minutes before I came on the screen. So
Yeah, those
Okay.
are. Yeah, those are fresh.
That's about as fresh as you can get right there.
yeah,
So Ryan
yeah.
Bort's Blue Collar Fishing says, how does one sign up for Top Cat? So every month following the Top Cat that we do tonight, we will put a post on the Catfish Weekly Facebook page.
Yep.
And asking for people that want to get into it. And then we do a show, 2 weeks before?
Yep. First Monday of the month at the end of the Catfish Weekly show, we will draw for that month's competitor.
Yeah. Yep. So
And,
we spin a wheel, so it's random. Austin won the chance to fish this month, and then we do 2 alternates just in case something happens. And say Austin wouldn't have been able to do it. We had people backing him up to jump in and take that spot.
And I've put it in chat there. You can also send a email or a text to register@theweekendangler.com. And that's your other method of signing up. If you do that, I still put your name on the Facebook post, just that way everything comes from there. It just keeps it transparent. But,
Yeah.
if there's still a few people out that don't have Facebook, but you can send a text or an email. So
Those people are probably better off.
That's what I did. So it does not decrease your chances of winning.
So, Austin, is anchoring up your favorite way to fish, or are you kind of limited to doing that tonight because of the river conditions out there?
Both. Uh, it would. There's a couple places that I could probably drag baits, but getting there would be not very fun right now. So, but my favorite way to fish by far is anchored up. Uh, and part of that is because I'm lazy, and um, part of that is because um, I don't know. Some of my biggest fish have come come anchored up. So
I'm freezing up again.
I don't know what you got going on tonight, Chad.
seems fine on this end.
I
mean,
don't know
it's
what's going on with this either.
everything's fine on
It
our
has to
end.
be my. Yeah, it's got to be on this end. I don't understand. It's probably
Right, and
all the upgrades that I did to my laptop. It's too fast for the fast internet that I have here at the house.
it's your story. You tell it how you
Yeah.
want.
That's right. Dog and I Outdoors said he's glad that you made it on the show tonight, Austin, and that he wasn't, because he's got currently 30-mile-an-hour wind gust and blowing from
From the
south
south
up
upriver.
the river.
Ugh.
That's
Yeah, that would
never
not be
good. What's
fun
up, Greg Burgess?
conditions.
Yeah, no, that's not very fun.
And just to kind of clarify, obviously, I'm sitting in my vehicle at the moment. My daughter Caitlin has a Christmas program tonight, so I'm getting ready to step inside there. I'll be on mute. I'll have my camera off, but I'll still be in here to help Chad out control things. And as soon as that thing's over with, I'll be back on the screen. So
No order. Hey, dude, your daughter is way more important than Austin or Lyle.
I don't know. I
Correct.
think she might be prettier than
me.
Austin. So
That is definitely true.
And she's got to be. She's another human being. She's got to be better than me in all kinds of ways.
That's right. Yeah, family is very, very important. So I see a light in the background.
Yep. That is. There's a couple houses around here.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure it wasn't a boat coming up the river.
No.
Let's see. We got there's
It's kind of deceiving. Like the houses are way up on the hill. The way this channel works is like it's such a steep drop off on the deep side, but then on the shallow side, it's real gradual. So you got within reasonable casting distance, you've got access to both.
what kind of water? Like, are you? What made you choose this area, this point,
We're
or
getting
not
nibbled
this
in
point?
number two.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to catch fish.
I'm not afraid. You better not be afraid to take that
That's
rod back.
right. I've seen a great comment. I've seen a great comment that I wanted to highlight. I don't know where it went. James Dockery Fishing said the shows without Lyle are always the best.
Poor Lyle. So what were you gonna say, Chad?
Oh no, yeah. So why did you? So where you're fishing at, besides the current and all the river conditions and stuff, what do you look for when you're anchoring up? Right. So we want this to also be educational for the viewers, for somebody like Muskrat who doesn't know how to fish. What should they what should they be looking for that you're looking for? Because obviously you get on some good fish. So
I've gotten on a couple decent fish, but the basically, well, for one thing, the first thing that always happens, and I don't know if this is human nature or what, but you think about what worked last year or the year before, and then I'll go to those areas or those spots, but I always still scan. I'm always still looking at my electronics. If I go to a spot that I caught a good fish in this time last year and I'm not seeing any activity, I'm not going to fish it. So,
okay,
um, at least 9 out of 10 times. But I want to see, I want to know that there's at least fish in the area. Because for one thing, that's going to boost my confidence. And number two, I guess it just makes sense. But we're getting a bite on number 6. Come on.
Mm. I'm thinking the same thing. We get him?
Yep, I think there's a fish on here.
All right. V, I'll ask him that whenever he gets this done. Ryan, no.
What the world? Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. You are kidding me.
What'd you
This
do? Catch
was
a big old shad?
one of the last things that I was expecting. We got a small striper.
Ah, they don't count.
Nope, they don't count. Look at that. It's still cool though. People get to see it.
Heck yeah.
I was not expecting
Oh
that
yeah.
though. Man, he would taste so good. We'll throw him back. Well, that figures.
So when you get it, Verlina Smith wants to know what's your your temperature and your water temperature.
I think air temperatures are right around 50 degrees right now, which is not bad other than it's been raining and misting all day. So if it was completely dry, it would be really nice out here, but everything is kind of wet. Water temperatures
Yeah.
are, I'm seeing 44.7. So,
44.7.
yep. Oh, hit my light. Yep, 44.7.
Everybody's saying to put it on a hook. I know there's striper regulations. I don't know what yours are out there, so
I can't remember what mine are. I can never keep track.
hey, Tim Molina, Team Lisa
It's,
Elliott, Ernie Brown, Parker Pursuits is in here watching, waiting for you to break his 91.3 pounds.
yeah. What's up, Jerry?
Now you did say too earlier that that's where the bait is. So
Yes, I did. Well, this is, I mean, I'm right where, pretty much right where I caught my bait. So if there's bait here, then chances are there's something that's going to eat it.
are you using big or small bait right now?
Small pieces of gizzard shad. And I mean, our gizzard shad are, the biggest one that I've caught. I actually weighed it. It was just over 3 pounds
That's a
on the gizzard
nice.
shad. And,
Ooh,
but most of them, let's see, where is my cooler?
I might need you to bring me some of them down to Lake Kerr when I come down to fish the ice bowl. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I got a feeling I'm not going to be able to bring any bait with me.
So
We
that's
can't
the
find them anymore.
average. That's probably the average size of the gizzard shad we've got here, which,
Wow.
I wear an extra large glove. So
Oh, I thought you had small, dainty hands.
nope, I don't. I do not. I do not.
What depth are you fishing?
It is about 22 feet right here.
Oh, we lost
About
Josh.
22 feet. But that rod that just caught the striper was probably sitting in about 6 foot of water, and then these rods on the other end are sitting in about 30 feet of water.
Also, you got a nice depth coverage. I like that.
Yeah. Well, the bait came pretty shallow, a lot shallower than I would have actually thought, and I'm guessing it's because these slightly warmer air temps that we've had the last few days. That's probably what's done it. But I've marked some decent marks, like on the bottom of this ledge or even deep. So I'm kind of up in the air. I don't want to. I didn't want to go all in on the shallow, even though that's where I caught my bait. I wanted to split the difference. So after, depending on what happens after some time, we might make an adjustment. But it's
Could be
nice
just
to
as
it's nice to start off. If you're not entirely sure what's going on, it's nice to start off with the spread like this, where if you can find a place like this, it might give you some insight.
Oh, Freddie says that you are only bringing bait for him.
Oh, really? Well, we can do that.
What?
We
Why
can
would you?
do that.
Why are you gonna do me dirty like that?
I didn't say we
Muskrat.
can. I did not say that. I did not say that. You
Okay.
assume.
Muskrat said that they will be there in 10 days. I guess they're coming up to the James River.
Oh yeah.
Or I guess I assume he means that, or I don't know if he meant Kerr. But
Might have meant Kerr. I don't know. Either way, that's cool.
Parker said would do some questionable things for a cooler of big gizzard shad. LOL.
If it won't illegal to sell them here, I'd probably have a pretty good business going on. Like if you could
Oh,
sell gizzard shad like you can skipjack, it'd be man, it'd be some people making some money around here.
oh yeah. Well, the thing that sucks around here is we had an insane gizzard shad hatch this year,
Oh
but
yeah.
trying to find any of the medium to big shad around here, oh my gosh, you're pulling up 100 to 200 to get one medium sized shad right now. At least where we've
Wow.
been throwing, our normal bait spots.
Right.
Muskrat said day after Christmas, James River.
Oh, okay. Heck yeah. I hope the river hope some of this debris calms down by then. Although they are calling for I don't know if everybody's been paying attention, but there's
Mm-hmm.
certain models, like weather models, that are
Are you a
calling
weather model?
for they're calling for like a winter Christmas, snowstorm for this area. So
Hmm.
we shall see. I wouldn't mind some snow on Christmas. It's been a long time since it snowed on Christmas around here.
Yeah. Roger said 1 inch mesh helps. It does,
Yeah.
but honestly, I get tired of throwing my 1 inch mesh.
You could have a cast net with 4-inch mesh here and you'd still catch shad. I think these last few days that have been a little bit warmer have kind of
Oh,
thrown things off though. Because
Freddie thinking.
the bait was super scattered. Super.
Uh,
Yep. I had a water at one time.
I gotta send Freddie my monster pick from Sunday, since he's in chat saying that I don't fish. Because I did go out Sunday. We caught 5. Nothing big, but bunch of eaters. And I brought 4 of the 5 home.
There you go.
Yep.
That's what I
Got out.
did. Yep. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's what I did. That last video that I did. I
Yep.
ended up all I could get was eaters, so I brought some. brought some to my parents. They had been they had asked if I could do that, so it was a perfect opportunity.
Yep, I came home and filleted them, and I put a couple in the freezer, and I fried a couple for dinner that night for DNI.
There you go.
I'm sorry, it
Catfish is
wasn't
a
Sunday, it was
very
Saturday.
okay. Catfish is a very versatile food. You can do a lot of things with the catfish. You know, it's not like some fish like salmon where it wouldn't make much sense to fry a salmon, but you can cook catfish just about the same way you would cook salmon. It's just versatile.
Yeah, I'll, I've never been able to go make any trips where we can go catch salmon, but I do buy salmon to cook in the smoker or I bake it.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I've never caught a salmon either. I'd say the most
Josh just had to step away. He'll be back.
I'd say the most I don't know what you call it, off the wall species that I've caught was we caught some big eye tuna on a charter that were right at 100 pounds, and that was a lot of fun. My poor wife, she was seasick the whole time, and but she didn't want to go back in and ruin everybody else's outing or whatever. So she she sat there in the cabin with a bucket the whole time, but everybody else caught fish. Caught some mahi mahis too, some dolphin fish, and I tell you what, the tuna's like sushi grade
You there?
tuna.
You there, Austin?
Yeah, you hear me? Can you hear me? Let somebody put it in the chat whether or not they can hear me, because it still shows me being up here. I think Chad's internet just took a dump. He's all
You there?
froze up. Yeah, I'm here. Are you there?
I don't know what the heck's going on with my internet.
I think
Dee and
yeah.
Alyssa must be back there doing something with the internet. Who God only knows. I'm literally sitting 5 feet from the internet box, so I have no idea.
I don't know.
Let's see. It's doing it again.
I don't know, buddy. I know we need to get a catfish on the boat, though. This is taking too long. Got some small nibbles other than that striper. I'm not liking this too much. You still there? Oh, he's froze up. I can't see chat, so I don't even know if the chat is. I can't even
All
tell if
right,
I'm in
now
the
all of a
room.
sudden it's working. Everything just. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Everything just finally was like. There we go.
The internet is a fun thing, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean we have like the highest internet we could buy now, and it still acts stupid sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah. I think we're getting another nibble.
Let's go. Chad had one job. That's right. But no, Josh will be back. Lyle is not feeling well today. Today he's a little under the weather, and then Josh had to step out. His daughter is doing a Christmas play type thing, so he will be back. He just stepped out to make sure he was there to support his daughter. So don't be upset with him. Just be upset with Lyle. And Lyle's not here to defend
Oh well.
himself, so
Pick on them all you want to.
that's right. I would. There's small water charters. There's Catfish Fever and Outdoors.
What's up? All right. What time we got? 8:31.
Let's see what we got. 8:31. Muskrat wants to know, what electronics do you run, Austin?
I just have a Lowrance Hook 7 with the split shot. That's all I got. And I think the side scan on it is actually really nice for, as low end of a unit, I guess, as it is. And I've had that unit for over a decade. So
Wow.
I can't complain. Every issue that I've had with it was either the transducer or a battery issue. I've never had an issue with the actual unit itself. I've replaced the transducer once, and honestly, I just think that was from 6 or 7 years of hitting crap with it. And then any other issue that I've had where like the screen goes in and out or whatever, it's just been from low battery. So I can't complain. I got my money's worth out of that, especially I got it at Cabela's on a sale anyways. So I got it on sale and I've had it for over a decade.
Dude, that's the best way to shop for those electronics, is when they are having the spring or the Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
Because especially the spring, they're getting ready to bring out the next model, and the next model typically is just, a small upgrade to that model anyways, and you
Right.
can save a lot of money. And hello, Mr. Palmetto Cats. No, I'm not mad at you. I'm having computer issues for some reason, and it just happens to be the night I'm basically hanging out, doing it
What's up,
myself.
Kevin?
I'm gonna blame this new app that we're using and not my top tier internet.
You would.
That's right. What's up, Kevin Hendrickson?
Hey, man. All right. I think we're going to move.
All right, we're making a move time already.
Where am I going to move to? That is the question.
So far, we've only mustered up a striper. That was about halfway through here, about 15, 20 minutes in. And then was shown a gizzard shad that was almost as big as said striper, because they catch 3-pound gizzard shad up in the James River. But I don't think it's fair. They're allowed to use gill nets and we're not. So
I saw the thumbnail, and I like the freaking half-mile long gill net that you put in the thumbnail.
I didn't do that one.
You didn't?
No, I did not.
It looked like something you would do.
Great minds think alike. Let me see here. I didn't even notice it, but yeah, he does have that in there. I don't know what you're talking about, Austin. I don't do stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hooks and Hammocks would like to know, why are all the reel handles on the wrong side?
They're not. There are one-armed men that are more ambidextrous than me. And so I cannot seem to figure out how to get my left hand to work a caster reel. But I reel in with my left hand on a spinning rod. So I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. But if you hand me a left-handed casting reel, I look goofy. I'll say that. I don't know. I look like I don't know what I'm doing. But Stan 3 and I were out one other time, and oh great, we got wind now.
I do hear a little bit of wind. Yeah.
All right, I'll get
Dustin, what am I complaining about?
I'll get that.
Other than my internet.
I don't know, you're doing an awful lot of complaining.
I didn't know I complained once. I was reading a question about the reels. That was not even me, and I get in trouble for it.
Let's put a hair curler on this.
Are those the same ones that you put your beard in at night?
They are
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
multi-use. Multi-use. You can go on Amazon and get a ton of these hair curlers for almost nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just make a bunch of, cut a bunch of them, and then throw them in whatever, container or whatever.
Yeah. Look, lady says it's because we're watching in a mirror image. Everything's backwards.
Oh, do they look like left-handed reels to y'all? I
Yeah.
promise you they're not.
Yep. Oh no, Justin. I'm not complaining. I'm saying I'm jealous that you guys are able to use gill nets to be able to catch your bait.
I
'Cause, I
can
mean, I
tell
would
you who
love. Hey,
complains. I can tell you who complains about it, and that's James. And
well, I mean, honestly,
he talks more about using a gill net than we do.
I mean, not that we could catch the size shad that you do most of the time, but we do have some big shad around here.
We're only able to use the gill net because we're on a tidal river, so
Yeah.
that's the difference. Like you can't. It's not a state thing. Like Kerr Lake, I can't use a gill net on Kerr Lake. It's landlocked.
Right. Yeah. But the commercial guys can use big old gill nets, but we can't. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have a whole lot of that, or really any of it here. But I'm sure with time, things will change.
Cool Cat says, no, I say you're in the land of plenty.
Yeah.
Coming from the guy that's able to go catch.
James here that I caught my bait like 10 minutes before we went live.
He was here when we went live.
Pulling in my monster anchor.
Nice. But yeah, James is complaining about your gill net when he's able to go down there and catch, 2 to 3 pound skipjack like they're candy in a machine. I'm envious of all you people that have great bait spots like that. Great bait catching, anyway. Doing a little moving. All right, let me see if I missed anything here. Danny was asking if that were drones he was seeing in the background. Apparently, that is people like two stands, house on a hill. The mansions up there, 2 and 3 stands.
Oh yeah, they own all kinds of property around here. No trespassing signs all over. We aren't going to move very far.
Cool Cat says, "Hey now, I work my butt off too."
Yeah, it does.
Like I said, we have skipjack and gizzard shad in our river, and I've caught like 14, 15-inch shad before, but you don't get them in abundance a lot of times. I wonder if I can do this. There we go, guys. How about that? I figured it out. Also, now you're set up right on the camera.
Okay.
I don't know how to mute you.
Deeper hole right here.
Okay. Okay.
We'll see if anything's hanging out in it. I gotta find it again though. I just went over it, but I lost it.
Finding it in the dark and in the fog. The fog helps.
It's like you're looking at the bank, you can't tell. Oh my god.
Parker Pursuit says the commercial fishermen are hammering our area. If local law enforcement can't control it, some of the locals going to take matter. They need to deputize. How about that?
I don't even know why I'm using this light. It don't do nothing in fog. I found the hole again. See if I can stay on top of it. Oh, let's see. Is there anything in it?
So can you explain the top cat? Yeah, so this is a monthly tournament this is the third one. We're doing it for, I believe it is a year. To get it, if you want to be able to fish it, every month there's a post on the Catfish Weekly Facebook page. The first Monday of the month, we do a random draw off of those names to select the participant that will fish it. So this month, Austin was able to get it. We do draw for alternates in case something happens weather-wise or something comes up. Somebody can't do it. But basically, it's a 2-bag. So your 2 biggest fish go to the bag, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and
Not counting
this and not counting striper. So blue cats, flathead, and channel cats are what counts. Right now, we've got Parker Pursuits is in the overall leader spot at 91.3 with his 2 big fish. He had a 71.19 and a 20.1. So right there, that's your overall leader right now. Austin is currently looking for a. What, Sharon? Come on, there we go. Austin is, he's currently looking for a catfish, not a striper. Hey, you can at least say you didn't skunk tonight, Austin.
That is true. Yep. At least I caught something.
What's up, River Rat 3030? Yeah, I had not fished really that much, so all year I have to start teaching myself how to do it again. What's up, Austin?
When you're cutting bait, do you throw the tail pieces away or do you keep them in the boat?
I keep them in the boat. I keep them in the boat until I'm done. Yeah.
Superstitious about feeding the fish.
Yes.
I get it. I get that if people are, because I'm superstitious about random things, But that's never been one of them for me. Is I always thought if you think that the fish are going to eat it, then why not put it on a hook?
That is true, but even like dried bait, I don't throw it in until I'm done or leaving a spot. Now, some will tell you maybe it's good because you're chumming the water. Other, for me, it's I don't want a free meal out there. If they're
Yeah.
not going to bite it on the hook, I don't want them to eat it.
Yeah, I don't throw it. The only reason I throw them in the water is because I got limited space, so I just want the crap out of my boat.
I can understand that.
But I'm not going to use them now. If I can't catch very much bait, then I will. I'll probably keep them because there's been times where bait's been tough, and so I decided to end up using them. But you know, what the heck is going on here? You still there, Chad?
Yeah, sorry, I was answering people that are making fun of me in text messages too.
Okay.
Sorry, my apologies. I don't mean to take away from the show.
No. I was just making sure I was still in here too.
Muskrat says if the fish I'm after is full off that tail, I'm not, or it's not the fish he's after.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a fairly good point.
I like that logic.
I think it's one of them things when some people that when I first started fishing from a boat, just the habits they got me in. That's what I do now is not doing that thing because it's mostly too when I was really getting it. I was also getting into like tournament fishing at the time too, and it made sense to me. Don't feed the fish that you're trying to catch until either you're leaving or that. And we will if we've fished a spot and we're moving to a different area of the river. We're gonna change out our baits and get all fresh baits out. Yeah, we'll dump the you know remains that we're not going to take with us or use again with or right there in that area, and then we'll leave.
Yeah, I just throw the crap back in the water.
JG Hilston says chum is a good thing, and plus I would leave the dang thing in my boat for a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt.
like what James did. Did James do that?
Did he? I don't know.
Like a whole skipjack in there or something.
Oh, I bet that was smelling good. Okay. Jeff Beal says JG chumming is unethical.
Is that wind noise any better?
It's still a little noticeable. It more sounds kind of like a rumble versus just like a
Well, crap.
super windy type deal. But we're good. It's honestly it's fishing. You're only going to be able to do so much sometimes with it.
Yep.
So what rigs did you say you're using, and how much weight are you using, sinker wise?
Right through here, the current isn't too bad, so I'm only using like 6s and 8s. got all Carolina rigs except for two of them. I got two.
2 Carolina rigs. I'm sorry, I couldn't hardly hear you.
I got two Santa Cooper rigs, and the other four are Carolina rigs.
Okay.
See what happens. Feels like there's some activity through here. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing some things.
Yeah, that wind definitely just, now that you mentioned it, the wind just kind of started drowning you out a little bit.
I've got the wind muff on there. I don't know what else to do.
Oh yeah, Dustin, that would. Oof. Dustin said after he got home from the hospital back in January, his wife said there was an awful smell, but she could not figure out what it was. But they did determine it was coming from the garage.
Oh man.
He says, after I was able to walk better, I found the cooler I had with me that night, and it had bait that he was going to use that night. Oh, they were in the cooler for over a month in the garage. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh.
That's horrible. That is horrible. Let's see. Maybe I can block some of the wind if I'm back here. Ugh. Yeah, that wind's got me all sideways now too. This is great.
Gotta love the wind. That's one thing that aggravates me more than anything is not being able to control the boat because of the wind.
Yep. We'll sit here for a little while. If this don't work, we'll try to get out of this wind a little bit. I might be able to do something about it. But I don't know what else to do about the wind noise. I've got the, like I said, I've got the hair curler on the phone. So
That's a good point, Tim. At least it wasn't July.
yeah, yeah, I remember that Dustin's bait situation.
Yeah. Greg Berger says, Chad, I can take a can of dog food, poke holes in it, and drop it off the back of the boat on a string and chum the fish. Never thought about it.
Yeah, that was something that guys always did. They would just bank fish and they would just toss it out there.
Accidentally, JG says, I accidentally unplugged our big freezer, had 400 pounds of fish in it. Pure death smell while cleaning out. I had that similar thing happen to me, and it was full of deer meat.
Ooh, that's bad.
Well, I remember I walked in the kitchen one day and I was like, what is that, that sour smell? And then
That's rough.
it wasn't like it was faint, but it didn't think much of it. And then like another day or two went by and I went to get something out and I opened that deep freeze up and oh my God, I lost it. And I was like, oh, that was
Hello,
horrible.
Chadwick.
Oh, there's Josh. Hey, Josh.
I walked in that gymnasium and instantly lost signal. So
I figured. How'd it go?
it went good. It was actually a lot faster than what I was expecting. When I was in school, you went up a grade at a time. This time they just put them all together in one group and they sang like 3 or 4 songs and they were done.
There you go.
Pontoon Jody says, okay, I'm here. He can vatch a fish. PW. I don't know what PW is.
I don't know. The last I had seen, he had just caught a striper whenever I was walking in. So,
Yep.
Yep.
Well, that's
So-
the last thing that's happened. So you didn't miss
oh
anything.
no,
Well, he did move spots afterwards. So he just set up on this second spot.
Yep. And then the wind picked up, and it's kind of got me sitting all cattywampus, which is fine as long as it just stays that way. It's the back and forth that makes things.
that makes it tough.
Can you all hear all the barking that's going on in the background?
No,
Nope.
Okay. I think. Okay. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. Apparently, D and the dog are back here arguing or something. But I did hear D giggle, so I think D might be winning. Pontoon Jody says, "Who is currently second place in this competition?" That would be technically Jody right now. Actually, no.
She skunked. So we're tied for second right
Well,
now.
technically, you guys are tied, but you have a non-qualifying fish.
yeah,
So does that go to a tiebreaker then? Has he at least caught a fish on the live?
I think they're tied for second.
Oh, okay, they're still tied for second.
I don't feel like fighting that battle.
Oh, come on.
Jody's now also complaining about the wind.
Yeah. Well, I can't do much about that.
I just want to give Jody grief because she came in here. I'm in second place.
Technically speaking, that is correct.
Technically speaking, that is correct. He has. She said he hasn't finished the 2 hours yet. He may quit. LOL. So technically, she's leading you because of hours.
Yeah.
Hours
there we
fished.
go.
All right, so she's got you on a technicality there, Austin.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I think he's got a point on that one. I like that.
All right, we're only going to give this spot another few minutes. I'll try to get out of the wind.
Yeah, we're at 8:58 right now, so we got an hour and 2 minutes. Hour and 1 minute and a half.
I hate to set up on a spot and then immediately leave it, because I saw a fish and then I'd like to give them at least a couple minutes to decide.
Yeah, don't be afraid to give it a few minutes.
Yeah, this time of year, I mean, you almost got to soak the bait sometimes. So.
Yeah.
I just hate that y'all are listening to the wind.
I lose it.
Well, we listened to Jody for 2 hours one day. So
We listened to Jerry Parker for 2 hours.
we listened to Jerry Parker for 2 hours. That's a lot of wind on both those last two shows.
Yeah, that's some wind. You're right.
See, I can help fight your battles with you.
Dave Funk's waiting on a drone to fly by.
That wind picked up like crazy out of nowhere.
I'll say it got really windy here when I got home. I was like, "Holy cow!"
Miles messaging in our group chat.
I've been ignoring him.
Oh, Miles said ask Austin if he's seen any drones. So kind of along the same lines as what Dave Funk was talking about.
The New Jersey drones?
Yeah, I guess they're starting to spread out. They saw some in California or something overnight. So.
Oh yeah.
Here, I'll message Lyle. Can't ask questions if you're playing hooky. There you go.
That's probably just
What's up, Hillbilly Moonshiners? Welcome to a 5 Wild Action. Appreciate y'all jumping in here tonight. Hoping to get on a few kitty cats.
happen. It don't take but a minute.
Oh yeah, just a few minutes can totally change a fishing outing. That's for sure. Oh, Parker, you can keep that. Ugh.
Big say?
Parker's eating some homemade Carolina Reaper ghost pepper salsa, waiting for Austin to put the smack down on some
Oh,
tanks.
that sounds amazing.
That sounds horrible. It just made my mouth burn thinking about it.
I made my mouth water thinking about it.
And now my chest is kind of starting to hurt with the thought of the heartburn.
We're built different.
We are. I mean, we're both bald and beautiful, but we're built different when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. As much as
Yeah, I've heard that they're talking about those drones are coming out of the water. I'm wondering if it's those aliens that they're talking about that's underneath the water, sending drones up.
Christina's getting shakes at Sonic, it sounds like. So she was sending me a message asking if we wanted. So
There you go.
I declined. I turned it down.
Jody said she really hopes you catch one, Austin, at 10:01. Man, nothing but hatred out of this crowd.
Hillbilly Moonshiner's got it going on there. Said salsa and margaritas. Yum, yum. That's Kentucky.
What's up, Kentucky? You know what I made last night from scratch, Josh?
What?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, that sounds good.
They were so freaking good. So freaking good.
Yeah, we got a work party
And then
tomorrow. We got a department
we had one
party
today.
at work.
That's why I made them. Dee got mad at me because she thought I made that whole batch and was going to leave them here at the house because she was going to be at home today. When I walked in the door, she said, "Where's my cookies?" I said, "Your cookies."
They gone. And we got Christina be going to it. She's in a department on her own. She's a department of one technically, so she tags along with my department.
Yeah.
And, she's going home to make puppy chow, and I told them I would bring some of those meatballs in the chili sauce with grape jelly, and then some of those little smokies. Can't go wrong with those things.
My internet.
You gotta love an aluminum John boat where you can just beat the crap out of it and not feel bad.
I'm getting aggravated. V. Smith says, "If I don't get to fish or be outdoors soon, you'll be seeing me on Snap."
V. Smith says she's eating puppy chow right now. So.
Hey, Josh, you care if I try to restart my computer real quick?
Can you do you care to give me like 5 minutes and I'll be at my house on the laptop and then you can go for it if you can hold out that long. If not, I'll stay.
Yeah, no, that'll okay. Yeah, cool, that'll work.
Yeah, I'm like
no. Get where you're going, and I'll do it when you do that. Not a problem at all. Yeah, I don't know what. Maybe my computer just needs restarted. I don't know. Chad's going to look for. Let's see.
Hey, Josh.
Parker said
Hey,
Chad's going to go looking for one of those. Yeah.
Hey, you want to mute me so I can get to the spot a little quicker?
Yep.
Gotcha.
You got him?
There you go. Go full speed ahead. Yep. I muted him.
Warp speed.
Can you hear me, Josh?
I can hear you.
I can't hear crap over this daggone dog in the background now.
I can't hear the dog though.
That's all I hear. Between that and my internet freezing, I'm kind of getting annoyed.
I'm surprised y'all ain't hearing road noise from me driving in the truck. But
no, I don't hear any road noise from you. Especially with the kind of truck you drive, I figured we would have heard basically it break down. But
It's not a Ford.
Oh wow, here we go. Jody said, my mistake when I was fishing on this show was I didn't stick to my gut feeling. I had my trip planned out for 2 weeks and I changed it 30 minutes before we went live. I should have stuck to the plan. Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know, and
It's that gamble. I mean, it's
you're right, and I think about it every time. I'm sure you're the same way. You have a plan, you decide to do something different, and it doesn't work out, or even if you have a plan and it doesn't work out, you're like, I should have went with this plan. Hindsight's 2020, but that doesn't mean that other plan would have worked out any better.
yeah, we've gone through that before. Gone to one lake instead of the other, or launched at one ramp on the river instead of another one. And, sometimes I've had it pay off though. So I mean, it's my last two personal best blues. Hello, deer, get out of the road. My last two personal best blues have come on days that I really wasn't sure if I was going to go fishing or not. I kind of dragged my carcass out and made myself go. So,
I've had those days where I'm like, I didn't even want to go. I've had days where I couldn't get anybody else to go. Didn't think I was going to catch a fish all day the way it was going, and finally hook in right at the end, hook into something really nice,
Yeah.
Wow. Jody is getting brave in the chat now.
What'd she do?
Austin is looking a bit avidish with that beard. Wow.
Ooh.
Stupid internet.
More deer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 deer?
7 deer.
Wow.
They're all eating acorns in my front yard.
Well, that makes hunting hard.
We kind of consider them pets by this point, but
we've been out here since what, September now, and I have yet to see a deer in my yard out here in the country. That's weird, especially with the farm behind me. I have not seen a deer on that farm back here either.
Yeah, we get deer, we get raccoons, turkeys. Turkeys wander through every day.
I've seen some turkey out back, and that's it. Well, that and some stray cats that run around out there, but I keep them running around out there for Lyle because he's a big cat fan. Brian B says Jody is so disrespectful with that comment. Austin should block her. That's funny, Jody. Jody said, I can say that. My wrestling character on Troy's Live looks like Avid. Jody, quit texting and driving. Are you driving?
What did he say?
Oh, you done?
Yeah.
All right. We got 50 minutes, sir.
Okay. So what did Jody say?
Oh, let's go back up here and tell you what she said. Austin is looking a bit avidish with that beard. And she can say that because her wrestling character on Troy's Live looks just like Avid. Oh, she said no, she's home.
Sure. She could say that. That's fine.
What's up, Brian B?
What's up, Brian?
Dustin wants to know, Austin, are you upriver or at the middle lower?
Middle lower.
He's in the middle lower.
All right, let's see if this spot produces anything.
Yeah, let's get it. I got a
Hopefully that.
swollen.
Hopefully
Hopefully
that
what?
wind will be better. So hopefully
Oh,
that
it
wind
sounds a
will.
lot. It sounds a lot better right now. But you know where all the wind was is probably where the 250 pounders were.
Probably.
I got a swollen taste bud on the tip of my tongue, and it hurts. Oh, Jody says she's at home. She has a head cold. Someone bring her some chicken noodle soup.
Oh my goodness.
I tell you what, it's in the mail. Good old Brian B used to be catfishing. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna when I get off here if I'm gonna try to. It'll be 10 o'clock when we're done, so I probably won't get to bake any cookies tonight. I'll have to do them all tomorrow. Burrito catfishing lady says Austin 30 days. LOL. Better fix that.
It's your loss, Lisa. So Lisa sent me a screenshot or a picture. And it was an Amish bug with the domino sign on the top of it. And I responded 30 days free.
30 days.
So that's where that comes from.
That's funny.
Yep. Come on, fishy, fishy.
What's up, Anthony?
We got out of the wind.
All right, Austin.
We got out of the wind, so we did right by the viewer. I think I should be
Austin,
rewarded
this
for
is the
that.
spot. Yeah, this is the spot, Austin. I got a good feeling about this one. JG, I did.
All right.
I used the
You
I
do.
used the new mixer last night and made a big old batch of chocolate chip cookies, and they were awesome. There's Josh.
Hey, give me just a second here.
You're fine, buddy. What's up, Dead Sea Pirates?
Back here. There we go. All right, Chad, if you're wanting to restart, I'm good to go now.
Yeah.
I'm on the laptop. So.
All right. Give me just a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. Don't
Sounds like a
save
plan.
that. I'm gonna...
Now we got 70 people watching tonight. That's
Yes,
a good
sir.
number. Especially right here before Christmas. That's a real good number.
That is a good number. I don't know what these fish are, but I've got side scan going, and I like to. A lot of times when I'm anchored, I like to have side scan going, and that's not something everybody does. But if a fish is swimming, if a fish is moving, then you can pick it up on that side scan. You know, it's no different than if a fish and the boat is moving. You know,
Oh,
well, I'm
yeah.
sure there might be some difference. But there's at least some fish that are swimming by the boat, and this way you can see how far away they are from the boat. So that's another tool that I like to use.
Dustin, that's absolutely correct there. It says Austin could pull in a crowd. He is not
On
wrong.
occasion. On occasion.
There's Stan's.
I'm just
Stan
happy
from
to
Two
be
States.
here. I was. Hey, Stan.
We've been looking forward
I'm
to
just happy to
having
be
you on.
here. I was. Yeah. It was. It was really, really cool to see my name get picked, on the wheel. So I've got a lot of respect for Catfish Weekly. I really enjoyed being on there a few weeks ago, just chit chatting and I remember at the time I told Lyle, I said it was one of my bucket list things to be invited to be on Catfish Weekly. So that
Well,
was
we're gonna have to
pretty
get you
cool.
on there sometime soon. So
One of my one of my one of my catfish bucket list things.
oh, I hear that. I was trying to tell a minute ago if you had a rod jumping or not, or if it was just a shadow hitting it just right. But
I don't know if it's you or me, but you're breaking up.
it might be me. Give me. I'm on Wi-Fi instead of hardwired, so sometimes that goes a little funky. So Kevin says he's got that rock solid physique. Oh, here's a question. Catch fish with us. Austin, would you have preferred another month? If so, what month?
I couldn't hear you, bud. You're breaking up so bad.
Oh,
And maybe it's
I
me. I don't know.
I don't know. I've put the question up on screen. Chat, am I breaking up? It's Austin. It's Austin. You're 5 to 5. Okay. Austin, if you can hear me, I've put a question for you up on chat or up on the screen. It says, "Would you have preferred another month? And if so, what month would you prefer?"
It's breaking up so bad. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, it looks like
Is
some
it me
signal
or you?
issues, but I think it's you. But we can see you, so everything's good.
Okay.
Nice reverse mirror.
Okay. Here, you just came
Okay.
back pretty good. What was the question?
Oh, Catch Fish with Us had asked if you would have preferred a different month to fish, and if so, what month?
I like September. I like that
September's
late
good.
summer.
Dog and I
But
says your beard was interfering.
I wouldn't have minded. Well, I don't mind December. Especially if it would have been a daytime show.
Oh yeah, that would
December
change
wouldn't have
some stuff.
bothered me at all. Yeah. And if this was a daytime show, you'd have people wanting to sign up for the cooler months instead of the warmer ones.
Instead of the hot ones, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to tell if. Man, I think mine is. Stan says that area is spotty service. If you're where Stan thinks you are, he said the service gets spotty sometimes there. So.
Yeah, it does. I told y'all Stan has property all across this river. He knows everything.
Oh, Chadwick is back.
Seems like the wind died down now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, apparently my computer had an update. That's why I was actually.
Mine, my laptop did that this afternoon. So.
Apparently, I didn't pay attention to it. Stop it. Now it's trying to update something else. Jesus criminy. All right, now we're good. Hopefully that'll help.
Stan has the drone up.
That wouldn't surprise me.
It almost makes me want to fly mine, just with as many people have their eyes on the sky right now. But
Has the government come out and said anything about it other than they don't know what it is?
now let's see.
No.
One day they said it was airplanes, and then they said they didn't know what it was, and there's a whole lot of speculation on it. So
Well, I just saw, and I don't know if I got to research, but this says this is trending world by the Epic Times. Says arrest made over drones near Boston Airport.
I did see that earlier that there was an arrest made near Boston.
Well, see, and now I know they shut down. The heck? They shut down a military base up in Dayton, Ohio yesterday.
Wright-Patterson Air Force Base got shut down over the weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, some people were flying some drones in a no-fly zone. Yeah,
I remember
heard that today.
I remember a few years back somebody got in trouble for flying a drone over the lawn at the White House.
I would not be brave enough to do that one.
No.
You gotta either be completely ignorant or I don't know.
I can tell you I have firsthand experience in the checking out the drone detection systems that the federal government uses, and yeah, you can't put a drone up that thing don't know exactly where you're at whenever if you're within the range of that detector. So
yeah, don't be stupid. People
are dumb.
The amount of ignorance in this world anymore just astonishes me. How fast we've went into the movie Idiocracy is amazing.
I have never seen that movie, and then I've been told we're living it. So,
dude, you have to see that movie. You would be like, wow. This was a documentary of what was to come. What was supposed to be a few hundred years from now, it happened within like 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's in that movie the costume designer stupid looking shoes for everybody to, and they found this like little startup company shoes for the movie because they look. You know what shoes they were?
I have heard that. Yes,
I did not know that.
Yeah. I made fun of those for a long time.
Me too.
I did too.
And then I
well, the only pair that I have is the Crocs sandals. I don't have actual Crocs.
Oh no, I've got a couple pairs of actual
like flip flops.
Dead Sea
the
Pirates
Crocs flip flops
says birds aren't real.
I know all about that conspiracy too.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that theory before.
Just like they
there's got to be
conspiracy that bees are little, like little drones.
They got them that small.
They do.
Oh, I'm sure they can. Yeah. You're right, Buggy. We're one step away from it being a documentary.
And not the good kind.
No.
It's going to be
V says, I have the cloth Crocs. Can't wear those awful shoes.
Cloth crop.
I've really, what are the Hey Dudes? I'd like to get try a pair of those.
Christina
Oh, yeah.
had those.
But I'm cheap when it comes to shoes. I don't like some of the prices I see on stuff. So I like my Skechers. I can find Skechers pretty cheap.
Parker's got a good question. He said, "Are there any past Simpsons episodes about the drones? They seem to predict everything."
They do predict an awful lot.
It probably is.
Kevin says, "Don't do
Uh,
that. Hey, dudes are not for big fellas."
well,
That is
hopefully I won't be a big fella much longer. I'm working on it. As of this morning, I'm down 27 pounds. So
that's doing good, brother.
only about 200 more to go.
I'm down 12 since the first of the month.
Well, good
So-
job.
Oh man, that's awesome.
You're what,
Yeah, I'm not a
Josh?
big fan of shoes either.
I said I'm down 12 since the first of the month.
Oh, okay.
Dave Funk says I can't afford Hey Dude, so I buy Sup Guys.
Guys,
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that.
that's funny. I started September 24th was my first doctor's visit when I went, and that was my first weigh-in. So
yeah, I had back a few years ago when I really got onto a running kick,
oh
and
yeah.
I lost 100 pounds. I lost 100 pounds, and then 2020 happened. We were all stuck, who knows where. Nobody cared about anything, and I put a lot of it back on.
Yep.
And so back about I don't know, sometime late November, I ended up. I said I want to get back in. Of course, I've lost a lot of the progress that I had made. I can't run like I was a few years ago, but
I can barely walk.
I can get that. I can get that back. So I've been doing about 2 to 3 miles a night. I bought with the sun going down really quick or really early this time of year. I bought me a really stupid looking vest that lights up so I don't get run over when I'm out on the back roads here where I live. But that would not be the good way to lose weight. I don't want to do it by being unalived.
We're about 30 minutes away.
Something, so, well, Austin's brought everything in.
So
He's
30
just
minutes
getting
to
ready.
go.
30 minutes to go, brother. 30 minutes. Last chance.
All right.
Let's see. JG's down 50 pounds using the radiation diet plan. I hope everything's going all right with that.
Dog and I, it's 12 and 16, but no, when I get it in my head, I'm going to lose weight, I can do it. So, exercise and that first little bit goes fast anyway, just because when you quit eating fast food and stop drinking soda and just all that kind of stuff that's horrible for you,
Mm-hmm.
your body dumps weight. So.
Liz is down 50 pounds. Catfish with us is down 26.8 since October 20th. Carnivore diet is great. I do like the carnivore diet, but I do like sugar and carbs. So I'm trying. I really do like that diet. I did really well on that the first time I did it. But at the same time, I'm trying to be realistic, and I'm more just reducing my food intake than anything.
That is one of the better ways to do it. So,
well, when me and my doctor started talking about it, I had been unwatched for 3 to 4 years, and being a diabetic, that's not a great thing to do. So us moving out here was part of that big change where I'm not eat like you said, I'm not eating all that fast food. I've reduced the amount of like soda and all that kind of stuff that I'm drinking. Even when I'm at work, I don't walk
Yeah.
down to the vending machine and grab a Mountain Dew. I go fill up a water bottle. You know.
And that, and that's the thing. It doesn't take a real long time. That first couple of weeks sucks, but after that, you don't even want it. I mean, like I said, I was driving home a minute ago and Christina asked me if I wanted a shake from Sonic. Now, the answer should have been yes, but no, I really didn't. Didn't doesn't sound good. So Danny says just do the Chase Jerry Parker around Baldwin workout. That is no kidding there.
I wish I could. And you talked about running and stuff. When I did this the last time, Josh, I'm like you. When I get in my head and start doing it, I'm like, Stupid's doing it again. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. You're not glitching on my end, so
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, it is on mine. I don't know why, but I'm like you. Whenever I got in my head to do this, you can hear me. Okay, but I was started doing like I was walking 7 days a week after work, and then I started going to the gym before work. I was like crazy into the running and stuff, but now I can't do it. My knees and feet hurt me so bad right now that it kills me to walk sometimes.
I'd have to look at the thing. There was something out there about uh, for every pound you lose, it's X number of psi off your knees, and
Yeah, I think that's the start for me is getting some of that weight off because off my knees and my my ankles is what's really bothering me. My heels are throbbing, so I'm hoping that'll start getting better and I'll be able to start doing some more like out in the yard and that kind of stuff too. And that'll start helping as well with the activity.
according to a real quick Google search, and that could be, it is what it is. There, it says each pound of excess weight puts about 3 to 4 pounds of pressure on your knees. So,
Really?
Wow.
That's a lot.
that is quite a bit. And it said this extra pressure can damage your joints over time, contributing to osteoarthritis. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure my right knee, I have zero cartilage or very, very, very little cartilage in my right knee anymore.
I'm getting text messages from Jerry Parker now that are a little bit interesting.
About my knees. Yeah, I'm getting a text message too.
No, this was about something else. Jerry,
Oh no, he's talking about me and my knees.
Well, at least he's not.
And I'll leave it at that.
He's not putting it in chat anymore. So,
What are friends for?
let's see, Kevin says accountability is a big thing for me. My wife won't say anything to me, so basically go unchecked. My wife won't say anything to me about it either. So I mean, I'm stubborn Irishman, so when I get it in my head I'm going to do it. It's I can do it. But I went ahead and made a new account on X, and I've just been putting screenshots from my run or from my walks right now, walk/jog. I've been putting screenshots from it up every night. And it's not for anybody. It's for me. It's for accountability. I know that, if I do that, if I skip a day, it's going to show. So it was pouring down rain Saturday, and I was out walking and jogging in the rain. So B. Smith, as a weight loss and fitness trainer, I'm a firm believer in just adjusting food intake and exercise. I hate all the fads and pills. If you give up what you like, you fail. It's very good.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was saying when I went to the doctor for the first time. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I was in a very, very bad spot. I was getting ready to either have a stroke or a heart attack.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when they took my blood pressure that first time in, the nurse looked at the other nurse and I could see it on her face, and she's just like, we're gonna check your blood pressure again in like 5 or 10 minutes. We're just gonna let you chill out for a few minutes because it was that high. Um, I've now been 3 times since September, and the last time that I went, my blood pressure was in normal range. So that's the first good sign, right?
Oh,
And
that's a real good thing.
That's awesome.
so it was bad, and as much as D may hate it, I want to live for a little while, so I figured it's time to get back on track and stop making the excuses and
Yeah, I don't want to
focus
be.
on it.
I don't want to get right to my retire. I'm inside of 10 years from being eligible to retire. So I
Right. I'd
don't.
like to be able to, enjoy some life at some point in time, and
Oh, absolutely.
when I'm not working all the freaking time.
Kevin, I sent you a screenshot of that X account, and I sent it through a text. So
But that's what the conversation that I had with my doctor too is. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm going to continue, or that I'm just going to eat great foods and blah blah blah, and then I'm going to cut out no sugar ever. I want to be realistic. I want to be, I want to eat, you know, what it takes to survive, not indulge myself to
hmm
no limits.
Yeah.
and Parker had a good comment there, and we've totally gotten off subject,
I know
but
we have. We're totally
but,
taken
but,
away
it,
from
but it
Austin.
happens, and and it's not a bad subject to be on. He
No,
said
it's
if
not.
you work out for 30 days, it will become ingrained as a lifestyle. And that's true. It takes 30 days to make something a habit. So
Yes.
take a picture of yourself now and take a picture of yourself 30 days after quitting soda, alcohol, or whatever, and you will see a difference. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Got to have a body worth dragging across the finish line. There we go.
So, so if I go fishing for 30 days straight and I catch at least one fish every day, it'll just be a habit
It'll
that I
just be
catch
a
fish.
habit at that point. You'll go fishing every day. The rest
There
is
you
up
go.
to the rest is up to the fish to be.
That's right.
I guess if you caught the same fish every day for 30 days, it'd become a habit for him.
Wouldn't it? I was about to say it on his end.
Yeah, and then you just you'd go out there and hey, okay, it's time to eat. But
As long as you take care of him, eventually he'll be a big fish.
there we go.
You know,
Right. Speaking of fish, where are these fish at tonight?
I don't know, man. It sucks too, because when we first started the live stream, the river was full of debris, so much fog I couldn't see 5 foot in front of me, so I didn't go far. I stayed off the beaten path so I could be safe about it. And then the wind picked up. Well, then the wind stopped, and the river's absolutely beautiful, and I don't have time to go nowhere.
I figures.
I know.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ain't that some crap? Dang it. I knew it was gonna be like that though. It was either gonna be it's like feast or famine with me, man. Like I can't I never have like an average day.
I
Most of my
thought
days are famine.
I thought I saw a rod bouncing for a second.
So did I. I was kind of looking. I think
That one on the right looked like it was tap 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 tap.
I think it's just the camera focusing.
It might be, but it caught my attention.
Hmm.
V. Smith says, so, Austin, I've been super excited to watch you fish and catch some. No pressure.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Parker said
I
he
think
used to be a hardcore gym rat, but the years of competition powerlifting has been hard on the joints. Got to do low impact workouts.
Yeah, I used to be into heavy lifting when I was younger. Yeah. I couldn't do anything anymore.
Yeah, me too. Shoot, I used to go to the gym every single day. I was in tip top shape. I boxed in my free time, and then you start having to really work for a living, instead of just working for spending money. And then,
Hmm.
man, it's just like, even if your job isn't like, now I had a pretty physically demanding job, like, but even if your job isn't physically demanding, just putting in X amount of hours at work, it's so difficult to convince yourself to keep going,
Oh yeah.
work 60 hours a week. It's like, you just want to be done.
Yeah, it's so easy to just vegetate.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's one thing I love about the job that I have now is I'm not working 6 and 7 days a week like I used to, and not working the 12 and 14-hour type days. I was doing that forever at one of my previous roles. This one I at least have some work life balance.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I tell you what, I'm not complaining by any means. I wouldn't go back. But I had a whole heck of a lot more free time when I was on midnights. And then I promoted and went to days with working 4 10s, so I have an extra day off. And I feel like I have less free time than I did
Well,
before.
somebody said that heard that a while back, and I never thought about it. But even like if you're a Monday through Friday day shift person,
Mm-hmm.
you really only still get one day off a week because typically one day on the weekend you're catching up on everything you couldn't get done during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's very true. I was on a rotating shift where it was a week of graveyards, a week of days, and then a week of nights.
Hell with that.
Ooh, that
And I
does.
did that for like a year and 3 months. And man, that was rough. You just could not get used. It's just not enough time to get used to anything.
What's up, LG Tomcat?
What's up, Tom? But then I went to day just straight, 5 days a week on days, and it's a lot easier on the body. But like you said, I don't feel like I definitely don't have any more free time. That's for sure.
Mm-mm.
But that rotating shift when you got kids that's
Oh,
freaking it's rough, man.
yeah,
It is rough.
Christina was working days and I was working midnights, and so when I would get off work, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'd go. I'd stop by and pick up Caitlin from my mom, and she was with me all day till Christina got home. And we had a lot of adventures, but
Yeah.
I don't miss the midnights now that I'm off of them. I've been off of them for about going on 3 years now. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife. I don't. It was hard for me to notice it at the time, but my wife definitely noticed. Like I was so much more irritable on that rotating shift because you just couldn't, like, your sleep schedule was just horrible. So like it was just so much easier to get irritated at the cashier at Walmart or something.
yeah, you're not wrong there.
So I used to love working third shift, but I tell you what, I don't think I could stay awake to do it anymore.
If
I enjoy sleeping at night.
Yeah.
if it was just a straight shift, it would have been so much easier. But the rotating thing was horrible.
was that one's going to put a hurt on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Especially like your eating schedule, like you'd be hungry at like 3 in the morning. It's like, why am I hungry? This isn't right. Like human beings are not supposed to be hungry at 3 in the morning.
Get off work and it feels like it's dinner time. So
Yeah. Or like that graveyard those first couple graveyards, that drive home where the sun is coming up, and man, it was so hard to stay awake. Oh, looky there, number 3. Come on now.
Better hurry. We got 15 minutes.
There we go. Parker's on it too. His right rod got hit.
Dog and I says cashier at Walmart. That's a good joke.
I don't really get mad at the cashiers anymore. It's been a long time since I got mad at a cashier because I don't know. You get older and you just got a better perspective on things. But I will not hold back on a manager that I know could be doing better. I will not.
I've reached the point where I won't hold my tongue on people being rude to like cashiers and stuff like that.
Oh, you would have got me today.
Waitresses, somebody trash talking a waitress. I don't hold my tongue anymore on it. It's a whole heck of a lot more fun. So
yeah,
I left work today and I stopped and got Alyssa, and we had to go to Walmart so I could get some butter to make more cookies. And we did a little shopping, paid, and I come out of the self-checkout line there, and the ladies asked me if she could see my receipt, and I looked at her dead in the eye and said, "Are you calling me a thief?" and I was joking, but she would, because she looks at me and she's like, "No, but I'm not quick-witted enough to make a comeback to that." I laugh.
You got to give her that one. Yeah,
I laughed because I thought I was being all straight-faced, but I guess that she could tell, that I was really joking with her. But
come back here. There we go. Stan says, I went to the Walmart Christmas party last year, and you won't believe it. It was self-serve.
I believe that. Yep. Man, it's been I don't know. It's been a while since I've gotten on just about anybody, but but I think it was like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. It was a week before Christmas, and I was in Walmart. I was getting groceries, and I had like over $400 worth of groceries in the cart, and
it's about 2 bags worth.
Yeah, and they do what they normally do. There's like 2 freaking registers open, and I'm standing back there with the watches. Ice cream is melting. It's just the whole thing, and I guess I started to mumble certain things, or I don't know what. But an associate asked if she could help me. I said, "Can you get your manager, please?" So the manager came over, and I said, "Why don't you open up some more registers?" She said, "Because I don't have anybody to open them up." I said, "I know you're lying." I said, "Because there's 7 people over there setting up a Campbell's chicken noodle soup Christmas tree. You got 4 people outside hanging the flowers or whatever." I said, "One of them can't run a register?" And next thing I know, a register opens, and she said, "I could take people over here." And the person in front of me was going to go. I said, I said, that's for me. I deserve it. I'm the reason why that is open.
That one's mine, yeah.
They want me out of here. I think I told her that too. I was like, isn't the goal to get people out of the store? Because if they leave, didn't they buy something? So like, wouldn't you want me to leave? I don't know.
Come on, fish. Where'd that fish bite go?
They don't fit. I don't know.
Stan's showing his 2 stands money. He stood up for a server at Applebee's today.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like people being rude. It's hard, and then when you voice your opinion to somebody, it's hard to not come off as being rude yourself, even though you know that they deserve it. But like, I don't know. So whatever. I try to hold my tongue more today than I did before.
It depends on the circumstance, to
go.
be honest with you.
It does. Where was I? I was somewhere the other day. And it was like, you got to be kidding me. Oh, well, this isn't really, but I went to Home Depot because I needed to do some side work. So I needed to buy some wire. I'm an electrician, by the way, but I hadn't bought Romex from Home Depot in a while, and they got all the wire caged up now because people were stealing it. And you got to scan a code that's on the gate, like the freaking fence over the wire. You got to scan a code, and then magically through the powers of the internet, an associate comes around the corner and opens the cage for you. And he's like, "So what do you want?" And I was like, "Well, I'll get it, you know." And he says, "No, I have to get it." I was like, "Really, man? Okay." So I had to tell him what I wanted, and he didn't really know what I was talking about. And so we got through that, and I kind of moved the cart so he could put it in the car. He says, "Oh no, I got to carry it to the register for you." I said, "You got to be kidding me!" And he was telling me that somebody tried to steal like $7,000 worth of stuff the other day, and I said, "So what? Some carpenter pencils and a Sawzall blade? You know, like that don't you can walk out of Home Depot with $7,000 worth of stuff, you know, one armful."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I just couldn't believe, you know. I was like, "You got to be kidding me! You can't even shop anymore. You got to." So the
No.
guy has to do the shopping for you, and then he carries the crap to a self checkout. So like the job I'm supposed to be doing, they do, and then the job they're supposed to be doing, I have to do.
Yeah. This
What the
this
heck is
world's
going
definitely
on?
backwards.
He was nice though. They're just doing their job. They're just doing what they're told.
Oh yeah.
It ain't their fault.
They get put in bad spots quite a bit. So
Oh yeah. Well,
Well, the thing,
I can't. I'm not gonna work in the public sector. Like it. I just. It's not for me. So like, kudos to them for being able to put up
yeah.
with whatever they got to put up with on a day-to-day basis.
No, I think I'm ruined for that.
I was like, it kills me that the people that go off on people that work in a store over the store prices. Like they set prices.
Yeah.
You know, like they're
Yep.
the reason why, you know, that saw is $50 or $100 or whatever.
We need Lyle in here. He'd tell exactly why it went up.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's not their fault.
No.
Danny, you sound like you read what I wrote or what I put on Facebook the other day. I'm glad I could influence Danny Stone.
What'd he
He
say?
said the key to being content with your fishing is not worry about being better than everybody else, just trying to be better than yourself. And that's in everything in life. And I
Mm-hmm.
posted something on Facebook similar to that the other day. You know, we need to quit comparing ourselves to each other and try to be better than yourself was the day
Yep.
before. That's the ultimate goal. Because if I wanted to go try to be like Josh and running 12 miles a day, it ain't gonna happen.
I ain't
I'm
on
gonna
my
fail more than likely, and I'm gonna feel bad about it, and then I'm gonna stop. The better is, hey, yeah, that's right, never code 19 fault. The better is, if I walked a mile yesterday total for
Yep.
the day, how about I try to do a mile and a half worth of steps today? That's my goal.
Oh yeah, and I mean you could just if you can boil that down to if I go out and walk for 30 minutes, regardless of how far of a distance that I go, that still beats. That is infinitely better than sitting on the couch doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
it carries over to fishing too. You know, I mean, there's a lot of, especially in these competition type stuff. You can sit here and compare fish sizes all you want, but at the end of the day, if you're getting better at your techniques or getting on fish or whatever, you're not always going to get on fish, but um, that's the goal, right? Is to get better at what you're doing, and that's what we wanted to try with
stood up
this.
in like a blue light. I thought
I was wondering what that was.
I thought a UFO was coming to abduct him. So
One of those drones.
it's one of
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Well, I remember when Jody was on the show, and she was saying, it's what did she say? Like, it's hard not to be hard on yourself because you got people watching and they want to see fish being caught, and you don't want to let people down or whatever. But I mean, the reality is, like, everybody that's watching is a fisherman of some sort, in some capacity. They all understand that this is just part of fishing.
mm-hmm.
You got to deal with, you know, whatever conditions you're dealt. When you got limited time to go fishing, it is what it is.
Exactly.
Like I say it all the time. Where I always show up to the river with a plan, but it almost never happens because you can't make the river do something that it's not doing. So like the river decides and the weather decides what your plan is. What you end up doing.
Yeah. I had that Saturday. I planned on going out and trying to drag, and turned out we actually had enough current where I couldn't
Hmm.
really drag, so we ended up spot locking and running and gunning type deal.
Yeah.
I need to. I was going to go out Saturday and it rained all day, and then I thought about going out Sunday and ended up as badly as I wanted to go fish Sunday. I had stuff in the garage that I needed to actually get done. So
Yeah.
we got the bait tank shut down for the winter and got it moved to the outside enclosure. Chrissy Brown, member for 42 months.
That's awesome, Chrissy. Thank you.
Chrissy. And I need to do some work on the John boat. So I figure if I could get get the garage cleared out a little bit, it'd give me room to do so. So
Yeah. Austin V. Smith says, Austin, thank you for answering my questions and sharing with us. We all know you are a hell of a fisherman. 2 hours is tough.
Well, thank you. Yeah, 2 hours is tough, and plus A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, all the other excuses I've come up with tonight.
No excuses,
yeah,
amigo.
I don't think that big rain did you any favors today, Austin. So
Well, it was that fog. If it wasn't so foggy when I come out, like I could have
oh yeah.
made something happen probably if I could see where I was going. But you add in the fog, trees floating down the river, at night, cold water temps. It just don't make sense to go in fast current and barge traffic. If like I'm just not going to do it.
No, that's using your head, and that's what you got to do. But, Austin, guess what?
It's over, ain't it?
It's over, brother. It's over.
Well, me and Jody are officially tied now. I did not quit.
He didn't quit. There we go. So
That's right. So we have a second place tie right now between Jody and Austin. And is that one rod bouncing?
Probably.
that's always my luck. After you
Yeah.
call,
But Jerry remains, and I don't have it up in now because I restarted. But Jerry remains in the lead after the third month of Top Cat with what 91.3.
91 and some change, yeah, 91.3 or something like that.
But
But it's very deserving. And Jerry, yeah, Jerry just deserves the heck out of everything he gets, man.
Oh, he's going
He
to
knows what he's doing.
Don't
Jerry
stoke
is definitely going to get what he
it
deserves.
for me. It already is. So, Danny Stone, member, 35 months. Message: fish or no fish, great hanging with Austin. That's the truth. That is,
Yeah.
and that is what we looked at with Top Cat. We were able to really focus on one angler, and it's like hanging out with them in the boat or
Yeah.
on the bank with them and learning. You know, it's
Yep.
all about learning. So,
Again, part of the Top Cats, yes, it's a two fish competition that we're doing every month, but it's also showcasing anglers around the U.S. and getting their perspective on what works, what they like to do, whether it be dragging, bumping, suspend drifting, anchoring up, what kind of gear they're using and how they're using it. Trying to get that education from them of different thoughts and methods that they use that could be good for everybody out there, right? If you're not used to one technique or another, or how you rig your setup, right? It's good to be able to see some different things that people are using. And I appreciate Austin, Jody, Jerry for being able to share that. Right, we've had two boat anglers. One was dragging. One's been spot locked. We've had a bank
and one
angler.
bank angler, and let
So
me pull up the calendar real quick just to.
yeah, let's get our dates for January. Hey, what's up, Run and Gun? Run and Gun Catfish. And if you haven't checked them out, I did not know they were on YouTube, but they are also on TikTok. They are some of the best anglers on the Ohio River, just so everybody knows. And that's saying something that me being the king of the Ohio, would say something like that.
So our next, our drawing for the January Top Cat is going to be on the evening of January the 6th. So
Okay,
that's that first Monday in January. We'll be drawing that. The post on Catfish Weekly Facebook page will be up. Also, you can send me an email or a text to register at theweekendangler.com. Either one of them works. They work the same way. And this will be for fishing on January the 20th. So,
yep.
that will be our
That's
January. That could be that we're coming into the time of year where it can get really cold in a hurry.
Yes,
So,
it can.
Yeah,
And
I got lucky tonight with my temps. It was, man, if it would have been below freezing, this would have been a pretty miserable.
bad.
well, Run and Gun, there is a huge community over here on YouTube. You're more welcome to be coming here. We are live. Catfish Weekly is live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. We do a variety of things here. We do once a month now. We're having the Top Cats, where one angler is doing this. We have a talk show the other weeks. Sometimes, different categories of what we're talking about as far as like an educational type
We need
talk
to
show.
get Run and Gun on Catfish Weekly, Chad.
We'll see what we can do about that, because I may know some people that have that contact information. So, yeah. So, appreciate you all being here tonight. Austin, man, you're awesome. We appreciate you being here,
Yep.
brother.
Austin, thanks for for getting out there and putting it to it, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please be safe getting back.
We tried. We tried. I appreciate just being part of it. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you guys and hanging out with look at that.
And Chad, we've got a you got him?
Yeah, there's a fish on here.
Well, it wasn't 10:01; it was 10:05. But that's cool.
Where are you? Are you over this line or what?
Yep, Danny, we've got a bragging board. We'll play that here in just a minute. Whenever.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah.
what catches here.
I actually I got to meet Run and Gun down at CatCon. But yeah, they would make it. They if you haven't checked them out, I would definitely check them out. This is the way it goes too. How many times have you been
Oh yeah.
trying to fish live and catch a fish? Can't do it, and you're getting ready to end, or you just ended, and all
I
of a sudden
mean,
the
how
bite starts.
how many how many of your tournaments have we
Oh yeah.
stopped the stream, start talking in the backstage there, and oh hey we're gonna hook up, and it's in the net.
You
Well,
got
a decent one
A
too.
real
That's a
nice
decent look.
fish.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a decent fish too.
Oh,
Oh, figures.
It wouldn't have beat Parker, but it would have beat
Hey,
Jody.
that's right. It would have beaten Jody, and she's the one that jinxed you. That's why Jody's been quiet. She said she took a nap, but Jody's been sitting over there doing some kind of voodoo stuff to keep you from catching a fish in this time frame.
this fish is his watch was 5 minutes slow.
Yeah. definitely
Some
wanna check
weeks
the
are
fish
pick
out.
on Chad or Lyle, your choice of victim. There we go.
That some weeks is definitely that.
Look at that.
There you go. See, that would have put you on the board, and that would have
Oh man, that's a good looking fish.
Jody wouldn't have been saying nothing about no ties.
Dang it. He ain't no monster, but he's a healthy fish.
Yeah.
He's a healthy fish.
He
I
talking
didn't
too.
skunk. I did not skunk.
You did
It
not
doesn't
skunk.
count, but I did not skunk.
All
Woo.
right.
All right.
Josh, you said we got a bragging board to close this out.
We do. Let me bump us
Hey,
over there.
Hey.
Yeah.
This. I think I felt like I forgot to say something, but I don't know what it was. Thank you. Just thank you for being here, I guess. And darn it, I'm sorry. There was something I was going to say, but I don't know what it was.
I'll say it for you because I know you're embarrassed to say it, but everybody, he wants to thank me for being the greatest host in the history of hosting.
Yeah, that was it.
I surpassed the once greatest of all time, Lyle, at some point. We just don't know when, but I appreciate it, Austin. Thank you for all you had to say.
Yep. Check out my YouTube channel. I post videos where I actually catch fish.
Yeah, definitely check out Fishin' Fever on YouTube. He does.
Link to Austin's channel is in the description of the video here today.
He does a really fine job, and he does catch fish.
He does catch some nice fish. So,
thank you, everybody.
Austin, thank you, brother. Be careful going in.
Yes, sir.
And let me get.
Let's see them beautiful fish, Josh. Come on.
Give me just a moment here.
Howdy folks, it's time once again to check out the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board, the weekly video series where we showcase the awesome fish caught by you, our viewers. Leading us off this week, we have Mr. David Wilkie, who recently came up with a couple of nice 30-pound blue cats while tournament fishing with Miss Pontoon Jody on the Tennessee River. Great work, David, and we hope to see you on the board again soon. Next up, we have Miss Pontoon Jody with a couple of different species. First up is this awesome striped bass caught while night fishing. Jody also sent in this photo of an awesome sauger she recently caught. Congratulations, Jody, those are some great fish. Miss Laura the Explorer spent some time at the famous Lake Gaston dock recently and ended up with a new personal best blue catfish weighing in at 50 pounds 2 ounces. Laura also set a new personal best flathead with this beautiful fish weighing in at 18 pounds. Way to go, Laura. Our good friend James from Cool Cats Fishing is next up on the board. James is showing off a couple of nice late fall blue catfish he caught on what he said was his best day of the year so far. The biggest fish was 60.49 pounds and the other weighed in at 41 pounds. Awesome day, James. Tom from LG Bass has also had some success on the Lake Gaston dock. Tom sent us this photo of a nice 35-pound blue catfish he caught while night fishing. That's a beautiful, healthy fish, Tom. Thank you for sharing it with us, buddy. A spur-of-the-moment fishing trip turned into a nice fried crappie dinner a couple of weeks ago. Hand-tied jigs lured in a huge mess of crappie at Crab Orchard Lake. Lately, the fish had been running small, but the hand ties definitely attracted some nice slabs. Our good friend Jerry of Parker Pursuits also took some time to get out and enjoy the fall crappie bite, coming up with an absolute mess of crappie and even a couple of monster bluegill. These fish made a nice dinner for Jerry and his family. Great job, buddy. Skip from Clearview Outdoors spent some time on the Ohio River and came up with an absolute river monster. That huge smile on Skip's face is due in no small part to this massive blue catfish that weighed in at an astounding 85 pounds. That is a fish that most people will only dream of. And closing us out this week is our good friend Danny of Danny Stone Outdoors, who caught this 31-pound blue cat while fishing the Stand Day live stream. Cut carp fillet was the bait of choice for this hungry cat. Congratulations, Danny. Thanks for sharing your catch with us, brother.
Don't forget, guys, you too can be featured on the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. To be eligible, the fish needs to have been caught within the past 14 days, and we accept pictures of any species of fish. To get yourself or a friend on the bragging board, all you need to do is email your fish photo to pics@theweekendangler.com. Send us the information shown on your screen, and we'll get it on the board for you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week.
Hard to do off the trackpad on the laptop.
Have some awesome fish being
Very
caught.
nice fish this week.
Very nice. And wow, again, congratulations to our buddy Skip. That was an awesome freaking catch, especially
On the mighty Ohio River. I mean, that's actually why Lyle skipped the show tonight. He was mad that fish came out of the Ohio River. So.
That's right. That's why it's the mighty Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do around here.
I mean, it was.
Well, I hope everybody has a great week. We're about almost a week from Christmas, so just a week and 2 days away. But you know what's really awesome, Josh? One of the best things coming up. 5 days from now is the winter solstice, and our days will start getting longer and longer and longer. So we're on that swing of where we're going to start getting a little bit more daylight to be out there,
Definitely ready for it. So.
All right. Well, hope everybody has a good week. Try not to work too hard. I know this is some crazy season for some of us, so appreciate you all watching. Have a good week.
Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
All right.